Hi, this is HALA from the band HALA, and you're watching Austin Underground.
Hi, I'm Serena, and I'm with Austin Underground, and I'm here with
HALA from the band HALA.
Hi, Ian. How's your South by experience been so far?
Great. This is today's Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Wait,
today's Thursday. Yeah.
So we got here on Sunday, and so far we've played 4 shows. We have 2 more to go, and then 1 more show in Dallas before we head home to Detroit.
Oh, wow, that's so
So
cool.
yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Sounds exciting. Yes. And so, what age did you start producing music?
When I was like 13 or 14, probably, in my parents' storage room.
Oh, wow.
In their house, just writing stuff, recording to like Audacity. Then I stepped my game up to GarageBand, and then to some other programs. But it's all been just a nice little learning experience in how to record. I still don't really know what I'm doing, but
You're doing a good
like
job right now. So.
Oh, thank you.
So where do you begin with your songwriting process? Where do you start with first?
Usually with like music, like chords or like any kind of like notes or something. Like it might start on the piano, like I might have like a couple of chords. Usually it starts on like an acoustic guitar, because I like to think that if you strip a song back and you can still play it on the acoustic guitar and it still makes sense, that like you've got something, like a good song, you got something there. So I like to write on the acoustic guitar. And bass sometimes, but it all comes from different, areas. And then usually the lyrics are the last thing that I do, and I like to sit with them for a while, stew on them, and usually they're the most, they're usually the most frustrating part of the process, but it's still fun.
Yeah, that sounds so cool. And so, who have been your biggest influencers like growing up, and how have they like shaped you today and like your music style?
Paul McCartney is probably my biggest inspiration. He's a fellow left-handed shredder, so he's cool. I saw him when I was like 12 years old at this baseball park in Detroit, and I was in the furthest row back, like furthest seat in the entire concert, and it was still just so mesmerizing and mind-blowing. But Beatles stuff has always been important to me. Kind of like just solo artists in general that have kind of tried to cover as many genres as possible. I admire that.
Yeah, that's so cool. So like with that, like who's like your like dream collab?
I don't know. I would if I could do something with Paul McCartney, which will never happen. But
you never know.
That would be
big. Yeah.
That would be amazing. I guess in kind of the scene that I'm in, maybe like Bane's World, or I don't know, somebody young that's like just trying to write something cool.
So cool, yes. And then so like where is like you find the vibe the best? Like house shows or like venues?
It depends. Like last night we played the house show, and that was really fun, and I liked that better than any of the shows we had played that were under the umbrella of South by Southwest, just because it was more engaging and people were partying a little harder and I was partying a little harder, and that was fun. Yeah. So I mean it depends though. It's really just if there's a crowd that's ready to engage, either setting is fine with me.
That's so cool. And so what has been your most like memorable tour experience, I think?
Most memorable tour experience?
Yeah.
When I was 18, I went to Brazil for a couple of weeks. That was pretty crazy. We covered a lot of ground and partied very hard. It was like a spring break, and at that time I didn't like really know if music was going to be something I wanted to do, or something that I could even do at this kind of level and tour regularly. But so we treated it like a spring break because we never thought we were going to have the experience again. But recently I don't know, just like playing in cities like New York and stuff. That's always memorable to me because there's always something weird that happens. There's always something that's like really fun that happens, and there's always somebody that's like incredibly interesting that you meet at the show or outside of the show or on the way to the show. So, yeah.
So, last question. So, what's next for you? Do you have like a new album or
new album? I'm working on one right now. I've got a bunch of songs demoed out, and I'm just kind of figuring out what I want to do with said songs. If I want to take them to a studio for the first time, which would be interesting because I've never really done that. I've always recorded by myself at home, but been toying with that idea. But yeah, I've got new music on the way. I think it'll come out probably sometime next year, you know, but yeah.
I know, like, you directed like your music video for Sorry. Are you like, you want to direct more, and like how is that?
I like, I would like to do that.
You like to do that?
I figure like it's cheaper for me to like just come up with the ideas than other people, you know, for directing a video. And I kind of like quirkier, like funnier, low budget music
I love the video, so it was good.
But like that's a one shot, you know, and we just filmed it with the camera out of a minivan, you know, with the hatch open. So that was kind of funny. But so cool. It took about like 30 minutes to film that, and then it was done. So I like stuff like that. So yeah, I would like to do more of that in the future.
So cool.
Most definitely.
Yes. Well, thank you for coming out to talk with us today, and I hope you have a great experience, rest of the South by experience. Look at your future shows.
Thanks for having me.
No problem.